Although I must say, the first time that I ever attempted to do this material, there was two young fellas sitting up the front now. They were about 12 collectively. And when I said PMT, they did this. Oh, Jesus. You would think I had given it to them. The only point that I wanted to make was that I actually think that syndrome is the most appropriate word. Because I looked it up in the dictionary, and it means a group of concurrent symptoms of a disease. And that's exactly what it's like, except that the symptoms of the disease vary from woman to woman. For example, in my case, it's irritable disease. Okay? The smallest thing in the world can irritate me at a time like that. And that's not good if you're already an impatient person by nature. Okay, which I am. I'm dreadfully impatient. I don't do queues, for example. A queue could send me over the edge. Right? I do buses in very, very rare circumstances. And I practically never walk. It's too slow. Right? If I am talking to someone with a stutter, I will finish the word for them. I know that you're supposed to wait. But that's out of the question for somebody like me. If I'm talking to someone and in the middle of a sentence they go, I go, jam, Jaffas, jelly? You know, I would rather guess 6 different outcomes than be waiting around for humiliation. Now that's me on a normal day. Now throw a bit of PMT into the mix and what do you get? You get chaos. I once had a total panic attack about being late for work. I don't work for anyone. I walked around my house like a lunatic going, Jesus, I can't believe I'm late for me again. How am I going to face myself? But the irritation levels are something else. They reach new and extraordinary heights at a time like that. Like the day that I could not get my key to open the front door of my house. Because it was one of those tricky keys. Do you know the kind that you have to fiddle with for a while because there's a knack to it? The worst kind of bastard. Look, on a normal day, I'd have some semblance of patience. You know, I'd cope with the situation. But not this day. No, this day, I lost all reason. So that I was standing at the front door of my house going, suffering. Does nobody give a about me? And that is when I saw my neighbour Jim, who said, how are you, Deirdre? I said, I'm fantastic, Jim. How are you? I just couldn't get the key in the door there. I was absolutely mortified, but I kept going. And I got in the door eventually. But I was now deranged. Okay? So this is what greets the poor person who's inside. The innocent victim of my mood. I come in the door and I go, are you sitting down? I go, you're actually sitting down, are you? Did I not ask you to fix the fucking door? And I get this very calm voice coming back at me. Very calm. Look, this kind of a thing. Would you not try and fix it yourself? No? Now that is like Red Bull to a rag. I go, do I look like the kind of woman who'd be good with a screwdriver? And he goes, it doesn't need a screwdriver. It only needs a little squirt of oil. Now that's what he says. That's what he says, but that's not what I hear. No, what I hear is, you incompetent fool of a girl, I'm leaving you. Right? So I lose the head. I throw the wobbler to end all wobblers. And then I hate myself for being so unreasonable. So at the end of it, I do this. Oh! You don't love me. You never did. And I make that whimpering noise that you made when you were 6, when your mother was dragging you around the town shopping for things for her, and you were cold and you were miserable and hungry, so you did this. Please, please, can we go? Except now you're an adult. It's hideous. So now I just make the high-pitched noise to warn my husband. I just do the ah! So he knows what's happening and he knows to feed me gin. Anyway, that's all from me for tonight. It's all I have the patience for. Thank you very much.